bond. I am now on the case where you know about me. I'm a tight attorney. I run a tight ship. So, and by which of way I believe I can reach him and getting him to court and resolving this matter, which is what I talked to the prosecutor about when you were on break. It's like, let's just resolve this. Let's take care of this.
I'll buy it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm not going to do this again, though. I promise you. I don't care whoever you have. If you flake on us again, that's 3 times. It's out. I'm not going to do it again. Do you understand, Mr. Daly? I mean, when you come to court, good things happen. When you don't show up and you continually do it, you can't expect good things to happen. Now, do you have a Texas driver's license?
No, right now.
You're not allowed to drive.
Right.
You have a bond condition and you've signed an affidavit with me today promising you're not going to drive. I don't care how you term it. Driving, traveling, however you're going to word it, whatever you do not get into the driver's seat of an automobile, a motorcycle, anything with a combustible engine where you can get on the road unless you have approval from us. Do you understand? I don't care that you have to work. I don't care if you have to go to church. I don't care if you're going to a funeral. I don't care if you're going to wherever it may be. Do not drive. Do you understand? Heed this warning. You're not going to get another one. Okay, Timberlake, I'll reinstate the bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I'll talk to her. We were going to try to talk to Chief, but it's pretty busy today.
I think the case is only 3 months old,
Yes,
so you've got time. You can do whatever you want.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court now, but you must stay in touch with her and she'll tell you when you got to come back to court. If she comes back and tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're playing games or you've gone AWOL or whatnot, or you get arrested for something else, all bets off. We good? I'm not asking for much, man. You know, really. And for future reference, when you get into a pissing match with someone with the power of arrest, you are nearly always going to lose. It's just the way it works. And as a young Black man in today's society, you got to be extra special careful because things can go really wrong really quick. And there's evidence of that over and over and over. Okay? All right. Good luck, guys.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. Go ahead. Thank you. Thank you. You want to show this to Chief?
Yeah, I just sent her.
Thank you.
Of course.
You're Stephen Benito. Mr. Benito, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do a probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On 4/29/2024 in Harris County, Texas, officers observed a vehicle run a red light and they attempted a traffic stop. The vehicle evaded for 0.59 miles, speeding 63 miles per hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone before crashing into a tree. The driver detained the defendant got detained and was sent to Woodland Memorial Hermann Hospital for his injuries. Officers recovered a bag from the vehicle containing a firearm. So he ran a red light, they attempted a traffic stop, he evaded for 0.59 miles, and then they found a firearm on him.
Where was it?
Tumble.
Don't say anything, please.
He was traveling southbound in the 29800 block.
No. I mean, like, where was the gun? I guess, yeah. No, it's a accompanying felony. Mr. Benito, I'm going to find that the probable cause is I'm going to find probable cause to go forward with the case. How old are you, sir?
He was inside the center console.
17. What do you do for a living, sir?
We're not worried. Company.
Are you in high school?
Online school. Online school.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I'm enrolled in online school.
Okay, I'm sending you for a drug test. And I don't want you to smoke weed. I don't want you to use alcohol. I don't want you to have any weapons. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a Texas driver license?
No.
You're not allowed to drive. You will be signing a promise with me today, Mr. Benito. I want you to understand that I take it extremely serious. You are only 17 and you're starting your life out now. You have an open third-degree felony. You're looking at up to 10 years in prison. This is not a good way to start life, man. Really. You have your whole life ahead of you, and I'm going to tell you, you end up in prison, it's a veritable nightmare. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure that you go on the up and up. I want you to stay in school. That's also a condition of your bond. Do you understand? I don't want you out in the middle of the night. I'm giving you a curfew as well. I'll give you a lawyer today, but we're going to work hard and fast to make sure that you go on the up and up. You understand? No more weapons and no driving. Who are you here with today? How'd you get here? Okay, don't drive. I'm not asking much.
And Judge, it was in the center console. I just need to review the report.
Okay. This is an affidavit. This is a promise that you're going to make to me. And if I find that you drive, and I'm telling you, I don't care what your reason is, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing up to 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. The problem with driving without insurance, Mr. Benito, is that if you get into an accident, and let's say you kill someone in that accident, who do you think they're going to come after? Right. No, not after you. They're going to come after the deep pockets, which are probably mom and pop. You don't want that to happen. You understand? Come on. So let's send him for a drug test. We'll have him come back, appoint a lawyer now, and then we'll.
Whenever you hear about traveller tags or people refusing IDs under the idea that laws don't apply to them, that's classic sovereign citizen territory. Judges and officers deal with this often, and it almost never ends well for the defendant. What would you do if officers told you to step out and you believed you didn't have to?
Get with the lawyer to see how we go forward with. Happy with you, Mr. Jones. You've now picked up a third case. You now stand charged with failure to identify oneself. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On December 5th, 2024, officer initiated a traffic stop on defendant's vehicle for failure to display a front license plate while he was driving in the 5900 block of Mercer Street in Harris County, Texas. Officer made contact with the occupants and detected an odor of marijuana emitting from the driver's side window. All three occupants were detained for a PC search. The defendant provided the name of Kendrick Johnson with a date of birth of 8/30/2006, which returned with nothing. Officer used a mobile AFIS device and found defendant's real name to be Jamarcus Jones with the date of birth of 8/30/06.
I ordered you as a condition of your bond, and you promised me when you got here last time that you would not drive. Stop. Did you say that he was a driver here? Stop. Don't say anything. I don't want you, don't. You have the right to remain silent. Exercise that right. I was under the impression, Rosette, that he's driving here, is he not?
There were three occupants in the car, Judge. I'm trying to see if they clarified. He was a passenger. He was the front passenger, Judge.
Okay, so tell me, let's do a deeper dive.
Sorry?
Let's do a deeper dive. So they pull him over. He's the passenger.
There was an odor of marijuana detected.
So what happened next?
So they detained all three occupants for
Okay.
a probable cause search.
All
The
right.
driver was identified by his driver's license, and the front seat passenger, which is the defendant, provided the name of Kendrick Johnson. And a mobile AFIS revealed that that wasn't his true name. And so he was charged with failure to ID.
Do we have any co-defendants in this case?
Yes, John Burns.
Okay. So what's the cause number on that?
On that one?
Yeah.
It's 25-417-01. That's in court 15.
Okay, is there a third co-defendant as well? Okay. Mr. Jones, I'm glad that you're not driving. Regardless, you've picked up a new case. I don't know what we're going to do, but normally when you pick up a new case while you're on bond, we revoke the bond on the old case. So, I mean, it goes with you. I'm going to appoint your lawyer today. We'll figure out how we go forward. But for now, I'm going to take you in. I'm going to appoint your lawyer. We'll see how we go forward. But you're supposed to behave yourself while you're on bond. You've now picked up a third case. You first have a felony theft. You got a second case, and now you've picked up a third case. It goes with you. Can you please, one number one? Hi.
Good to see you, Judge.
You too.
Here on Mr. Benito, Benito. Young man got appointed in this case this morning. And he's present here in the courtroom.
Okay.
A couple things, just a little bit by way of background. The state and I have talked about what I think may be some issues in the case. I think as far as a bond condition, he was sent over for testing. I think this is his first appearance here. My understanding is the results of the testing came back positive for marijuana. I've talked to him about the importance of not having that issue moving forward. So we're aware of it and we'll address that. I talked to the state about what I think is a legal issue that exists in the case. I don't know that it exists from a probable cause standpoint at this moment, because I don't know that the officers had enough in the way of developed facts. The interesting issue is our chapter 4602 statute about unlawful carrying of a weapon does not apply to a person who is traveling under the code. But I think that requires some factual development that was not within the officer's purview at that time. So I won't belabor the court with all those details.
Okay.
He's got the felony charge that's still pending. But we're aware and will not have.
And I think it's did you say it's 0.5 of a mile for the evading?
It's about a half mile. Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was something like 0.5. You said something like that. All right, Mr. Benito, we're not asking much. Don't use marijuana. I'm telling you now, you will be tested in 45 days. If you continue to use, what happens?
You understand, Judge?
You understand? Okay, I'm not asking much. Stay in school. Try to be the best person you can. Don't pick up any new cases. Don't drive because you don't have a license, and don't use marijuana. That's it. Were there co-defendants in this case?
No, that I see.
Okay.
Judge, I just put it together. 0.5 is a half a mile. But my math is slow.
They
so-
say 5.
0.59 miles, half mile, a little over half mile.
Ay. Okay. Be good. It's not hard. Okay.
Yes, Judge.
All right, kid.
Thank you.
Have fun. All right, Mr. Trevor. Do you mind getting a cell phone, please? Do you have a pen or do you need one? I need your cell phone so I can give it to the lawyer. If you look on the TV, that is Mr. Gregg, who's been appointed to represent you. Your cell phone, please. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with him, Mr. Trevor. Thank you so much. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with him. You know what the expectation is here. Do you understand? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not asking for much. I want you to be the best person that you can be. Believe it or not, we want to help you. We want to make sure that you amount to something in this life, not just do something. Do better. Be better. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you, if you pick up a new case, you violate conditions, I'm going to revoke the bond. it's very possible you will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand? You got out of jail because you were given a free bond. But for those who are dangerous and for those who continue to violate laws, they usually do not continue to get PR bonds. I want you to know that. And I want you to know that we're going to protect our city at all costs. So what we'll do now is, have we had him sign a reset yet, Victoria? Mr. Trevor? Okay, so we'll just have you step outside. You'll be able to talk to your lawyer, and after that, you'll be free to go. All right? Okay, man. Greg, did you want to say anything?
No, just call me. We'll speak about your case. I'll look at everything. Was PC found already, Judge?
Yes.
Okay. And no, yeah, I got his number. I'll shoot him a text right now. And then
Chatted you his phone number there. His phone number will be on your reset so that you will also have a copy of it as well. If you ever have any issues, if you lose your paperwork, if you're unable to get a hold of him, if you ever have a problem, all you have to do is come back here and we can help you out with whatever you need. If you need resources, whatever it may be, come back, ask, and we can help you out. But communication is key. If you don't communicate, we just can't help you. All right? Okay, man.
Judge, how much time did you want on that one?
You are Lawrence Bazil. Good morning, Mr. Bazil. So I see here you've picked up 2 new cases. You've picked up a violation of a protective order bond condition. You've also picked up a burglar of a habitation. It's alleged that on November 26th of this year, you've picked up these cases. I have no idea what's happened with these cases. Your lawyer's here with you. She's on Zoom. Please don't say anything at this point. I just want to find out what's going on because I don't know. So we're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
Witness stated on August 29th, 2024, he and his girlfriend, the complainant, were home when the defendant appeared at the front of the property and told the witness that he wanted to kill him or kick his ass.
Okay, hold on. You're going way too fast. So who's at the home?
So the witness and the complainant are dating.
Got it.
And the defendant appeared at the front of the complainant's house.
Okay.
Told the witness that he wanted to kill him or kick his ass. The
Okay.
defendant proceeded to walk towards the front door of the house and enter the home without consent. The defendant then grabbed some keys from inside the house. The witness ran outside of the home and the defendant chased after him. The defendant began to hit the witness several times with fists. The defendant then snatched the witness's cell phone and ran out of the house. Complaining witness has an active 5-year protective order against the defendant that was issued on 12/6/23.
So that 5-year protective order is against the witness.
The complainant. Yeah.
Okay, it's a
The
complainant.
complainant is the girlfriend, and that's the VPO. And then there's also the Burghab, but I mean, it's the same complainant.
The complainant's mama.
Stop. Don't, please.
Hold on, Mr. Bazil.
I mean, really, just now's not the time. There will be a time, now's not it. So what problem did you have with anything, Ms. Oko? Or did you have?
So, yes, Judge. So he was arrested on a VPO on the 30th. The complainant
30th of
August. On the 30th of August for a VPO violation. So for them, for it's a bit, shall I say, unfair for him to be rearrested on a VPO for the day prior to the day he was arrested for the same VPO.
Well,
He spent 2 weeks in jail.
No, but they're different, right? So read me if you don't mind, the VPO on 8/31.
Yes, Judge. So on 8:30, an officer was dispatched to a suspicious person call at the listed address in Harris County, Texas. The complaining witness had an active protective order stating the defendant could not be within 200 feet of her residence. On that day, defendant was walking on the sidewalk in front of her house, which is less than 50 feet away from the residence in Harris County, Texas. The complainant had a picture of the defendant on the sidewalk across the street from her residence within the 50 feet. Listen to the protective order.
So, and that was on August 31st.
30th.
30th. This new case that we have here now, this is from November.
It was filed in November, but it occurred on the 29th. So it's just a
Okay,
late
hold on.
filing. That's kind of the confusion.
I see.
And on the 30th, Judge, the complainant actually went up to the
Okay,
police
so
station.
here's the, I don't understand what really, I mean, okay, so here's what it looks like. The first VPO that we have here was for the August 30th case. So what it essentially looks like is we have two VPOs happening one after one day and then another one happening the next day. But it looks like I don't understand why, but
Different filing officers. So, I mean, in the first VPO that he was convicted in, the officer filed it the day after. He filed it on the 31st. For some reason, they sat on it until 11/26.
hey, guys. Your camera. Yeah. So this new case happened 8/29 versus the one that he pled to in September happened on 8/30. So
He
this is
pled
like
to-
what she's saying, it's a late filing and it happened the day before that other VPO. You know what I mean?
So I'm reading the DIMS and it actually, so the mom went the next day to the police station to complain about yesterday. That's what I'm reading on the DIMS. She goes to the police station and she says, hey, he's been to my house. He went to my house yesterday and now he's on the crosswalk. So essentially they, on both of the DIMS, they're adding 2 of these days on the same thing, on the same DIM. So she's complaining 20th and the 30th.
We have a 911 call from the incident on the 30th, and it says the officers were dispatched to the house. So I don't believe it was a walk-in report.
I'm literally looking at it and it says that she came to 1200.
That line right there you're gonna lose against someone with arrest power should be printed on every courthouse wall. The judge isn't exaggerating. Legally, refusing commands during a stop turns a bad idea into a criminal charge. Ever seen someone try to legally argue their way out of handcuffs mid-arrest? It never works.
The complainant appeared at the Houston Police Department Family Violence Unit located at 1200 Travis, and she stated that her son stated the defendant was her son.
Yeah,
I'm reading it.
that's my mother.
Don't,
Mr.
please.
Brazil, hold
Have
on.
someone on your
That's for the
behalf.
most recent VPO. I'm talking about the original VPO. There's a 911 officers were dispatched. The one on the 30th.
That's what I'm saying. On August 30th, 2024, the complainant appeared at the HPD on 1200 Travis, and she complained about yesterday, the 29th event and the today event. I don't know if there's a today event, but
So, okay, it may be so, but they're two separate offenses, right? Maybe she's complaining about it at the time. She's complaining about two different things, right? Because they're happening in successive order. But I guess technically to the filing, and there's still two separate incidents that occur. Are you saying you're saying it should just be one VPO and not two?
I think I figured it out.
Okay.
Yes, she made a walk-in, officers were originally dispatched. She made a walk-in report and she told the officers that the defendant went over to her home wanting to fight her boyfriend. The complainant stated the defendant left when he found out her boyfriend was not home at the time. That's the VPO, or that's the violation that happened that he pled to, I believe. And then the defendant returned to the home to try to fight the boyfriend. That's when the Berghab and the second VPO happened. So these are two separate trips to the house. It's just the filing's messed up.
Can I speak, sir?
You need to talk to your lawyer and then she can.
no, I'll explain to you, Mr. Bezel. Don't worry about it. So essentially, there are 2 different days, even though they happened the one day after the other. She complained the second day about both of those incidences. That's when the officers went to the house to arrest Mr. Brazil, which I think is confusing because if she's complaining about him coming to the house the next day and they go and arrest him that same day, then it's essentially both VPOs should have been filed at that time.
I mean, I think I need
Once
to
again-
call the officer. I'm not prepared to make any, decisions on these cases
Why
right
don't
now.
we do this? Let's roll it to tomorrow. Are you okay with that?
Yes, Judge. I
This
mean,
gives-
Mr. Bill, he's here on the Berghab anyway, which he has not made bond on, so he's still here.
Well, that's true. So you've got the open felony case regardless. So let's do this. We can roll you to tomorrow. This gives you the opportunity to speak with Ms. Oko. She can do the research she needs to do. It gives more time also to your lawyer to do any other research that she needs to do, and then we can get together tomorrow. And don't. I know you have to understand that anything you say, they're going to use it against you. I know that you're trying to help, and I've seen so many instances where someone tries and they think that they're helping themselves, and then they end up admitting something they shouldn't say, and it helps makes the case. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll have you put you back in back. I'll have Ms. Oko reach out to you. You guys powwow. We'll bring you back tomorrow, and then we'll see what. Yes, yeah. I'm gonna have her call back over there right now, so you guys can talk. Okay? Yeah. I know that you're itching to talk to her, and we're gonna get you right now. 2 minutes. There will be. We will be. That's what we're here for. We're not here to play.
This is the tension judges hate. Someone wants their bond reinstated, but has already skipped court multiple times. Legally, judges look at flight risk and respect for the court. Question for you. If someone keeps missing appearances, should they still get another chance?
Good morning, Mr. Colegio. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 30 days in jail, credit for the 12 days that you've done. You need to understand that this is going to go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. What happens next time?
I won't be here next time, sir.
If I had one strand of hair every time someone told me that right there, I would look like you with hair. Really. If I had one strand. You need to understand that both of these are going to go on your record. They'll be there forever. Even if you have a sip of alcohol, if you get pulled over, an officer's going to see DWI, they're going to probably take you right in. From now on, you're facing a 3rd-degree felony, 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So I wouldn't get in the car even if you've had a sip of alcohol, because if you thought this was bad, wait till you get to felony court. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it goes on your record. You can never take it off. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You still want to do this?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
It's alleged that you had an open container. Is that true or untrue? Did you have an open container of alcohol in the car?
Yeah.
I did discuss that.
I'm going to abandon the second enhancement, but that's an enhancement that makes it a minimum of 5 days in jail to the case, which you've already satisfied it, obviously.
Okay.
But it's still an enhancement that they have on there. They actually have 2 enhancements. Your second enhancement is one that you had. Actually, there's 3 enhancements, actually. So it's also alleged here that you had a prior DWI in County Court 5 in Montgomery County. Is that true or untrue? It's also alleged here that you had a .15 or above. Is that true?
I would, due to the actual results, I would ask them to abandon that one.
Okay, I'll abandon that one. I got to look to see because that one might make it 90 days though.
The NCFC code has to change. Because it's a DWI second with the 0.15.
It's a second.
With a 15,
Okay,
so we need to, so
because it is a 0.14 and a 0.15, so I would.
do you know what the new NCSC code
It
is?
will be just a DWI second, right? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I don't have, do you guys have the NCIC code for just a DWI second?
I think it should be the 14.
I don't know. I want you to understand that there's another big thing about this, Mr. Colegio, that DWIs are big business in Harris County. You know, this right here, there is a $6,000 surcharge that goes on you because this is a second offense, plus court costs of around $500. So, because you're in custody now, I'm gonna end up waiving it because you're in custody now, but the more DWIs you pick up, the worse life gets. And it's so easy. All you have to do is hit one button on your phone, $40, and Uber will take you wherever you want to go, man. You know, don't get into a car again if you've had alcohol, because it's not going to end up well. Did you find a chance?
Yeah, yes, Judge. I think the paperwork may have to be refiled. I'm not entirely sure. But she's gonna work on it.
Are you okay with abandoning the 15 enhancement?
Last name again?
Colegio, COLL.
EGL.
So that would do. And what's the logic behind that?
Well, one of my fear was that it would make the minimum higher, but
Don't worry about it. It's pretty high, that's why I was, that's what my understanding was, and I didn't know that. That's scary. That's why I kept it, and it's minimum was 3. 30 is why.
Okay, so I just say it.
you would? Yeah.
Okay.
Because your breath can't go.
Okay, yes, sir. Gotcha.
So we can continue with the plea as written.
Okay, so is it true that you had an open container? Did you have an open container?
Yes.
No, you were there.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it true that you had that prior to DWI?
Yes, sir.
And it's also true that you had a 0.15 or above?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know how to act. You know what to do.
Yes, sir.
Just be good in the future. We're not asking much, you know? We want our streets safe. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, sir.
Find you guilty, I will follow the agreements. Court costs. So I'm gonna waive the DPS fees. I still need that order, please.
Yes, we'll do it.
And then, I am gonna suspend your license for a year. Do not drive. It's a DWI. It's a second DWI. You're
Okay, yes,
pleading
fine. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That, look,
Fine, thank you.
you're gonna get out of jail.
Can I get an ID, like a regular ID to start working?
Well, of course you can.
Okay, I'm just asking. That was the reason I turned myself in.
Glad that you did.
Thank you.
You're getting out of here probably today. When you get out, don't start driving.
Yes, sir.
Call DPS. They can tell you how to get your license back. And then when you do things the right way, good things happen. If you go out there and you start driving, even though you gotta work,
Yes, sir.
Murphy's Law, what can happen will happen. You're probably gonna end up getting pulled over and you're gonna be right back over here.
Sure.
So do things the right way, good things happen. All right, good luck. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, they heard with me last week. I was in Cancun. I guess there's a PVR for positive alcohol.
He's